So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
While Donald Trump builds walls against immigrants, New York City just elected one as mayor. A 34-year-old Muslim refugee from Uganda who once performed as a rapper called Mr. Cardamom is now running America's largest city. This isn't a movie script. This is real, and it's about to get interesting. November 4th, 2025. New York City makes history. Zohran Mamdani becomes the first Muslim mayor, the first South Asian mayor, and the youngest mayor in 133 years. But here's the kicker. Nobody saw this coming. Just a year ago, Mamdani was a relatively unknown state assemblyman from Queens. His opponent? Andrew Cuomo, former New York governor, political dynasty heir, son of a governor. The establishment poured $30 million into defeating this radical socialist. They failed. In his victory speech, Mamdani looked straight at the cameras and said, "Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up." Trump's response? A single post, and so it begins. Born in Kampala, Uganda to parents of Indian descent, Mamdani arrived in New York at age 7. His mother is Mira Nair, yes, the famous filmmaker behind Monsoon Wedding. His father teaches at Columbia University. Both went to Harvard, so he's technically an elite, but with a twist. Before politics, he worked as a housing counselor, helping low-income families fight eviction in Queens. By night, he was a rapper. Stage names, Young Cardamom and Mr. Cardamom. Yes, really. No, we couldn't find his SoundCloud. He became a US citizen in 2018, just 7 years ago. And now he's running the biggest city in America. Trump has repeatedly called him a communist. Mamdani prefers democratic socialist, whatever that means these days. But here's where it gets interesting. CNN recently revealed the inside story, and it reads like a political thriller. November 2023. A secret apartment in Long Island City, the Working Families Party calls a meeting. Their mission, find someone to beat the mayor they all hated. Present, City Comptroller Brad Lander, Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso, State Senator Jessica Ramos. And then, Zohran Mamdani walks in. Everyone was surprised. Zohran? Is Zohran thinking of running? But while other candidates played their cards close, Mamdani was pitching ideas. Freeze the rent, he kept saying. Build it on the Democratic Socialists of America. And get this. On those drives to Albany, Mamdani and his friend Jabari Brisport would alternate between belting out Mika songs and show tunes from Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen. Between songs, he was on the phone building his campaign. Enter Bernie Sanders. The socialist godfather saw something in Mamdani, but Bernie was worried. At a Queens rally backstage, Sanders grilled Mamdani's team. "Have you done research into your executive authorities? What's your 100-day plan? They'll try to crush you." His advice? Learn from Trump. Make policy and communications the same thing. But wait, there's more. 3 days before the election, Mamdani's phone rings. It's Barack Obama, their second call ever. They've never met in person. "Obama, I want you to be a successful mayor. Focus on delivering services. You need more professionals around you." The irony. Mamdani once tweeted that Obama was pretty darn evil and called him a liar. Now Obama's offering to be his mentor. Politics, ladies and gentlemen. Obama even gave him props for modeling his Islamophobia speech after Obama's famous 2008 A More Perfect Union Race speech. Mamdani even used the formal name, and Obama was impressed. So what does this radical communist, as Trump calls him, actually want to do? Freeze rent for 4 years on 1 million apartments. Make buses free. That's a $630 million annual cost. Create government-run grocery stores across the city. Universal free childcare. Raise minimum wage from $16.50 to $30 by 2030. How does he pay for it? Tax the rich. raise corporate tax to 11.5%, add a flat 2% tax on New Yorkers making over $1 million a year. Estimated revenue, $9 billion. Critics say it's impossible. New York's Governor Kathy Hochul, a fellow Democrat, already said she won't support his tax plans. Real estate experts warn his rent freeze would be catastrophic for building owners. But Mamdani's got another card to play. His viral halalflation video. He walked around New York asking why halal street food costs $10 instead of $8. The video went viral. That's his strategy. Make complex policy feel personal and real. Here's the real plot twist. While Trump campaigns on deporting immigrants and building walls, New York City just elected a refugee. While Trump calls Muslims dangerous, New York chose a Muslim mayor. While Trump champions billionaires, New York picked a Democratic socialist. Trump has already threatened to withhold federal funding from New York if Mamdani won. That's potentially billions of dollars. On 60 Minutes, Trump said, "If you have a communist running New York, all you're doing is wasting the money you're sending there." But Mamdani's not backing down. In his victory speech, "To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us." He's positioning himself as the anti-Trump, the immigrant who made it, the Muslim who won, the socialist who's about to run Wall Street's hometown. And weirdly, it's working. Young voters across America, even in red states like Mississippi and Texas, are watching Mamdani. A 26-year-old in Mississippi told NPR, "He's been the only bright spot for me this year." She can't even vote for him, but she's paying attention. So what happens next? Mamdani takes office in January. He'll be the youngest mayor since 1892, the first Muslim mayor ever, a refugee from Uganda now leading 8.3 million people. Bill de Blasio tried progressive politics in New York a decade ago. He left office widely unpopular, his ambitious plans mostly unrealized. The question, can Mamdani succeed where de Blasio failed? Republicans from Trump down will use every stumble, every crime statistic, every economic indicator to paint him as a disaster. Democrats are watching carefully too. Is he the future of the party or a cautionary tale? One thing's certain, America's watching. From a secret meeting in Queens to victory speeches quoting Eugene Debs. From Mr. Cardamom to Mr. Mayor. The refugee rapper who once called Obama evil is now taking calls from him for advice. Whether you love him or hate him, Zohran Mamdani just proved something. In America, the impossible is still possible, even when the president says otherwise.
We will hold bad landlords to account because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants.